Have you ever stopped to think that maybe the secret to a more fulfilling and balanced life lies in something very simple? Thinking less. It may seem contradictory. After all, we've always been told to use our minds to the fullest, to seek solutions, to plan everything. But what if, in fact, by thinking less, you could access an even greater energetic force? This idea comes from ancient ancestral knowledge that teaches us about the power of mental silence and elevated vibration. And the best part, by practicing this disconnection from an overactive mind, your vibrational energy field strengthens in an incredible way, protecting you from negative influences and allowing your true essence to shine. Want to know how this works? Then stick around until the end of this video and find out how to change your reality through the power of energetic vibration. Elevating your energetic vibration doesn't require physical or intellectual effort, but rather the ability to silence thee. What many people don't realize is that our constant thoughts, that whirlwind that never stops, are the major thieves of our vibration. Imagine you're trying to tune into a radio station, but the noise interferes. Our thoughts are that noise. Thinking less, paradoxically, connects us more to what is essential. Have you ever noticed how moments of pure presence, those where we are simply being, make us feel lighter, more at peace? It's not about ignoring the thoughts, but about giving them less power over us. And it's exactly in that space, between one thought and another, where the magic happens. When we stop clinging to every thought that arises, we allow pure energy to flow without obstacles. The truth is that our vibrational field responds to our internal frequency, and a mind vibrating with an excess of confused thoughts tends to lower our frequency. Think about it. How many moments in your life have you truly felt completely present? Isn't it curious that these moments coincide with feelings of joy, clarity, and even a strange connection to something greater? That's no coincidence. The universe, in all its vastness and wisdom, responds to our vibration. When we calm the mind, our energy aligns more powerfully with the quantum field, allowing reality to shape according to this new vibration. Thinking less is not just an esoteric concept, but a practice that brings tangible benefits. For example, when you reduce the number of thoughts, you also reduce stress. Stress, as we know, has devastating effects on our bodies, our aura, and even on personal relationships. That's why thinking less is a path not only to mental well-being, but also to improving physical and emotional health. Want a simple tip? Try a conscious breathing exercise where you focus solely on the air entering and leaving your lungs. This helps you realize how your mind can be an ally in raising your vibration, not an obstacle. Now, if you think the key is in controlling your thoughts, think again. The secret lies in observing them without attachment. The more you try to suppress a thought, the more it insists on appearing. Have you noticed that? What we do then is create a kind of vacuum where energy flows naturally, effortlessly. And it is in this flow that vibration rises. Ancestral wisdom has been teaching us this for millennia. Great spiritual masters like Buddha or Lao Tzu spoke of this surrender to the present moment as the true liberation. Wouldn't it be fascinating to live a life where reality shapes itself according to your vibration, without the weight of excessive thoughts? Observing thoughts is a practice as simple as it is powerful. Contrary to what many believe, it is not necessary to fight against them. or try to control them all the time. In fact, when we become mere observers of our own minds, without judgment, without attachment, we make room for something greater, a purer and more vibrant energy that flows freely in our field. Have you ever noticed that often we are prisoners of our own thoughts? They dominate us, pulling us in unexpected directions, and we end up losing connection with the present moment. But what if, instead of fighting against this current, we learn to navigate smoothly through it? The technique of observing thoughts as if they were clouds in the sky is one way to practice this. Imagine each thought as a passing cloud. It appears, has its shape and color, but soon disappears on the horizon. There's no need to hold on to it. When you adopt this stance, worries and tensions naturally begin to dissipate. And the direct consequence of this, your vibrational frequency begins to rise. Have you noticed how, in moments of calm and tranquility, everything around you seems to flow better? This happens because by not clinging to thoughts, we open space for the new, for the cosmic energy that moves effortlessly. The practice of observing thoughts can be easily incorporated into daily life. During a walk, for example, try simply being present, observing every thought that arises without getting involved. At first, it may seem difficult. After all, we are used to following every thought that comes up as if it were something urgent. But over time, you will notice that many of these thoughts are irrelevant. They don't have the power we once believed they did. And it's at this moment that a new reality begins to manifest. A reality more aligned with your true essence and with the universe's vibrational flow. The most interesting thing is that when we observe our thoughts without judgment, we start to see patterns. Patterns that often limit our vibration and our connection with the quantum field. Identifying these patterns is the first step to releasing what no longer serves us and allowing new energies to enter our lives. Isn't it surprising how the simple act of observing can bring so much clarity? From there, we can start making more conscious choices in harmony with universal wisdom. After all, who is really in control? Us or our thoughts? Reducing the incessant flow of thoughts is one of the most effective ways to raise our vibrational frequency while also improving the quality of life in various areas. Many believe that to evolve spiritually or thrive in their journeys, they need to think more or analyze better each situation. However, what few realize is that by slowing the pace of our thoughts, we make room for a deeper connection with universal wisdom. This space allows insights, intuitions, and natural solutions to appear. The universe is constantly sending signals, but with a mind full of thoughts, these signals go unnoticed. Imagine that by reducing mental noise, you are tuning your inner antenna to pick up higher frequencies. Doesn't that sound fascinating? Reducing thoughts doesn't just impact our vibrational field, it also has direct effects on our physical health. Think about it. How many times have you felt that mental stress ended up reflecting in your body? A restless mind, full of worries, creates tension, and that tension, accumulated over time, affects the immune system, sleep, and even digestion. By practicing thought reduction, especially through techniques like meditation or conscious breathing, our bodies respond positively, relaxing and healing naturally. There is an ancient wisdom that reminds us, where the mind goes, energy flows. When the mind is at peace, energy flows, bringing balance and vitality. And it doesn't stop there. By reducing the flow of thoughts, our relationships also transform. Have you ever noticed how communication with the people around you improves when you are more present? Often, our thoughts end up interfering in our conversations, causing us to stop truly listening to the other person. The mind is always one step ahead, thinking about how to respond or judging the situation. But when we think less and connect more with the present moment, we create a bridge of understanding and empathy with others. This strengthens bonds, deepens connections, and brings more harmony to our relationships. Furthermore, reducing excess thoughts can open doors to opportunities that were previously blocked. When our mind is calm and our vibration is elevated, we begin to attract circumstances that resonate with this new state. Professionally, this could mean the arrival of a new job opportunity, a project finally taking off, or even the creativity needed to solve challenges. Often, the answers we seek do not come from logical reasoning, but from the quiet intuition that arises when the mind is calm. Have you thought about how many opportunities you might have missed because you were distracted by excessive thoughts? Reducing this mental noise could be the key to unlocking new possibilities. True happiness, the kind that doesn't depend on external factors, arises when we are fully present in the now. Think for a moment. Weren't the times when you felt lighter and more connected with yourself precisely those when your mind was more at peace? When we let go of worries about the future or memories of the past, we make room for genuine joy to flourish. This happens because happiness isn't somewhere else, but in the present moment. The big mistake is believing that we will be happy when something happens. But the truth is that happiness is already here, waiting to be experienced. It's just a matter of calming the mind and allowing it to reveal itself. And how can we experience more of these moments of happiness? The answer lies in learning to connect with the now. A powerful technique is mindfulness, where we deliberately focus on the sensations, emotions, and details of the present moment. It can be as simple as paying attention to the soft breeze on your face or the texture of a fruit you are eating. When we are immersed in the now, without letting the mind wander, our vibrational frequency rises. Isn't it amazing how small actions can bring big changes to how we experience life? That's the secret, the simplicity of full presence. Moreover, it is in moments of mental quietude that we can connect with something greater than ourselves. Nature, for example, teaches us a lot about how to be present. Have you noticed how being in contact with nature has the power to make us forget our worries? The sound of the waves, the birds singing, the green of the trees, all of this pulls us back to the now, where true peace resides. And it is in these moments, without the interference of incessant thoughts, that we experience pure, effortless happiness. Nature vibrates in harmony with the universe, and when we connect with it, we align our frequency with it, creating perfect synergy. It's interesting to think about how this practice can transform everyday life. What might seem like a simple act of washing the dishes, for example, can become a moment of presence, where the mind quiets and life reveals itself in its essence. When we bring this awareness to small daily tasks, we discover that happiness is not something distant, but present in every gesture. Have you imagined how your life would change if you practiced more of this presence? Being happy, after all, is not something that happens grandly. but in the small moments, in the pauses between thoughts, when we are truly connected to what matters. The energy that flows within us is a powerful life force, and when our vibration is elevated, this energetic flow becomes more harmonious. It's like a river that runs without obstacles, freely flowing throughout the body. When we maintain this high vibration, our physical well-being also benefits. This is not just a spiritual matter, but a scientific one. Energetic balance directly influences the functioning of our internal systems, including the immune system. When we are in tune with our highest energy, the body responds positively, becoming more resistant to diseases and healing more effectively. Isn't it intriguing to think that our health could be so closely tied to our vibration? And this connection isn't limited to the physical. The vibration we maintain also affects our emotions and the way we relate to the world around us. Have you noticed how some people seem to radiate peace and naturally attract good relationships? This happens because their vibrational energy is higher, and they end up tuning into similar frequencies. From the moment we raise our vibration, our bonds with others also deepen. That's because we become more open, more empathetic, and more connected to others' emotions, creating a solid foundation for authentic and enriching relationships. This improvement in energy flow also directly impacts when our vibration is low, we feel tired, irritable, and more vulnerable to conflicts and misunderstandings. But by raising our vibrational frequency, we enter a state of inner peace, and life's adversities are viewed from a new perspective. It's not about ignoring problems, but about having the mental and emotional clarity to face them in a more balanced way. Elevated energy is like a natural protection, shielding us from negative influences and keeping our well-being intact, even in the midst. There are even more benefits when it comes to self-care. Practices that raise our energy, like meditation, conscious breathing, or simply being in contact with nature, strengthen our energetic field and revitalize both body and mind. What many people don't realize is that by taking care of our energy, we are also taking care of our overall health. Imagine how your life would change if you took a few minutes each day to connect with this source of renewing energy. The balance between body, mind, and spirit is key to a fulfilling life, and it all starts with maintaining a high and conscious vibration. The energetic field surrounding each person is like an invisible armor. It reflects the internal state of who we are and how we feel, and the more at peace we are, the stronger this energetic protection becomes. The absence of mental turbulence, inner silence, and clarity of thoughts have a direct impact on the solidity of this field. When the mind is at peace, the energetic field naturally strengthens, becoming impenetrable to external influences that could destabilize us. This doesn't mean we won't face negative situations, but with a strong energetic field, we are better prepared to handle them without being deeply affected. This energetic strengthening doesn't happen by chance. It requires constant practice of balance and centering. Techniques like meditation, mental silence, and even daily gratitude practice have the power. Have you noticed how after moments of meditation or introspection, you feel lighter and more protected? That's exactly what happens when we focus on practices that calm the mind. And this state of inner peace is what blocks the entry of negative energies or situations that would drain our energy. A strong energetic field is ultimately a barrier that protects not only our emotional well-being, but also our physical and spiritual health. Additionally, this personal energy field not only protects us, but also emits a vibration that attracts or repels situations and people. Think about a time when you were feeling completely good about yourself, in harmony. Did you notice how the interactions around you seemed easier, lighter? This happens because an elevated energetic field not only protects us, but also influences the dynamics around us. It acts like a magnet, attracting good vibrations and repelling negative ones. That's why taking care of this field isn't a luxury, but a necessity to live in balance, both internally and externally. And all of this leads to an interesting reflection. The more we take care of our energetic field, the more aware we become of the energies surrounding us. We start to notice when something or someone is affecting our vibration. And with that awareness, we become more selective about what we allow into our lives. This doesn't mean we should isolate ourselves, but rather that we can choose more wisely where and with whom we spend our energy. Inner peace is the foundation of this protective field, and when it is present, no external force can break our vibrational harmony. Maintaining a high vibration is like cultivating a garden. It's not enough to tend to it just once. You need to water, prune, and constantly nurture it. The ongoing practice of observing thoughts and engaging in purification meditations is what sustains this vibrational elevation over time. Just as the body needs food and exercise, the mind and spirit also require regular care. A person seeking to live in harmony must remember that energy is dynamic, fluctuating based on our actions, thoughts, and environment. To prevent this vibration from falling, it's essential to have discipline in your daily practices. One of these essential practices is when it comes to maintaining inner peace, the key is not to get carried away by destructive or repetitive thoughts. It's like watching a movie. Instead of getting emotionally involved with every scene, we simply observe. And the beauty of this practice is that over time, we become masters of our mind, not slaves to it. At first, it may seem challenging, but with consistency, this exercise transforms our perception of reality and raises our vibrational frequency in a lasting way. Similarly, purification meditation is a powerful tool to clear accumulated energies and keep the mind calm. By setting aside a few minutes each day for this practice, a person connects directly with their purest essence, dispelling any negativity that has been absorbed over time. It doesn't have to be complicated. Just close your eyes, focus on your breath, and visualize a bright light traveling through your entire body. It can work wonders. And the most interesting part is that the more regular this practice becomes, the stronger the personal energy field grows, protecting against external influences. In the end, consistency is the key secret. It's not enough to meditate once a week or occasionally observe your thoughts. Just like a tree needs sun and water constantly to grow strong, our energetic field needs daily care. True transformation happens when a person decides that their spiritual well-being is a priority and dedicates time and effort to maintaining it. Over time, this dedication not only results in a higher vibration, but also in a life of harmony, peace, and deep connection with the universe. Now that you understand the power of thinking less and how it strengthens your vibrational energy field, the question is, are you ready to take the next step? Change starts with small daily actions, like practicing meditation and observing your own thoughts. Imagine how your life could be transformed by raising your vibration and connecting with a higher energetic frequency. How would your reality change if you could attract more balance, health, and harmony into every aspect of your life? If you want to keep learning about how to raise your energy and transform your consciousness, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications. That way, you won't miss any new content that can help you on this journey of spiritual growth. Please leave a like if this video brought you value, and don't forget to check out the next video that will appear here on the screen. I really appreciate your company so far, and I'll see you in the next topic.